Hello guys, how you doing? It's Selfcurepal again, and today is January 7th, 2025, and we're gonna talk a bit about cancer and fear. The worst three words nobody wants to hear ever are, you have cancer. But why actually cancer is developing and what to do in order to prevent it? Cancer in medicine is a process of cell proliferation, means it's a process of increase in the number of cells, which occurs as the result of regulatory growth and cell division, means to produce two daughter cells from one. Normal healthy process by which cells grow and divide is cell proliferation that indicated by a balance between cell growth, cell division, cell differentiation, and cell death. All of these processes are equally important, and any changes to these processes might result even in abnormal cell proliferation. Cell proliferation from one side can enforce function of organ. Let's say stomach, prostate, breast, talking about female breast, or appear when our body is in process of healing. For example, cut is healing, fractured bone, consolidating, etc. Remember, right? Bone is broken, fractured, and then there is a growth all around. We call it like callous bone, and then it's dissolving and getting back to normal, okay? But at that point it's growth. So your cells starting to divide. Is it a cancer? No, but it's cell proliferation. It's like huge. Let's talk about the reflex or subconscious builds up when something unexpected, negative, and isolated happens. Unexpected, isolated, negative situation happens. Let's say unexpected, suddenly appearing, you didn't expect it. Negative, danger to your life, well-being. Isolated, you are alone against it. Early morning, for example, you got a phone call. You lost a job. On another one, your sweetheart, wife, mother of your 3 beautiful children, fell in love with somebody else and filing for divorce, etc., etc., etc. Reflex reaction starts right away. And what's going on? As soon as it starts, immediately, in body starts specific active phase. Activates sympathetic nerve system, and some changes taking place on organ level. Increase in secretion of adrenaline, cortisol, spasm of capillaries, decrease of or loss of appetite, sleep problems, etc. It's not a stress. It's activation of sympathetic nerve system at this point. And as soon as active phase discontinue, a new reaction appears. Healing, renewal means return to normal state. Activates vegetable nerve system. We becoming weak, fatigue, sleepy. Water is pumping in that part of the body that experience changes, and in control center on brain level. We get in a new symptoms such as headache, increase in body temperature, discomfort, all we call a disease. But what's important to us is, as in active phase, so in a renewal or recovery phase, cells may divide, actually dividing. So where is appearing cancer? Well, let's get a bit history. In medicine exist close to 150 theories of pathogenesis, how cancer appears, develops, etc. 150 theories of cancer. And none of them can be proved on practical level. Okay, they don't know the reason of cancer. Okay, it's a bunch of reasons altogether. So anyways, let's say you lost a job and went bankrupt, have nothing to feed to your family, etc. Starts reflex. Brain sends a signal and liver cells starting to proliferate, multiplying. Why? Because they went wild? No. Just for enhance, fortify function of the liver. It needed for biological survival. When no food in reality or imagination, it's very important for brain, no difference, reality and imagination. You can imagine something and you can die. I'll go better to that. So I will repeat, it's very important. If it's needed for biological survival, that proliferation of liver at that point, no food in reality or in imagination, no difference for the brain. Brain gives a command and the function of the organ increases, okay? And cell starts to proliferate. Example, breasts, female breasts. Out of nowhere, female palpated some lump or tumor in her breast. She is starting to worry, does not know what to do. It's scary. Why it happens to me? Why it happens now? She becomes weak. She becomes fatigued. People saying it's cancer eating her. In fact, nothing eats anybody at that point. It's just a simple reflex reaction. Let's explain why it's happening. If we know our organism, how it works, discomfort, pain are already the symptoms. Means it's a healing phase. Phase means before it happens. Breasts, due to reflex, it's reflex of case about carry about someone from, let's say, family, some troubles with the son, husband, father, mother, name it, and female as a mother, breast, starting to worry and so, because there were some problems. And as soon as the problems discontinue, the cells which before were proliferating in active phase, multiplying, became unnecessary anymore. We don't need that proliferation and this renewal phase. There is a way how body is getting rid of those unnecessary anymore cells. The water is pumping in there. Appears pain simply from mechanical overstretching. A lot of water going in that organ, overstretching, pain from mechanical overstretching. And those cells gradually starting to what? Disappear, right? But in this period of time, one is getting a terrible diagnosis, cancer. There is no scary diagnosis, just not understanding of manifestation of these processes and how your body works. So what we're supposed to do in order to avoid, to prevent cancer? We have to understand what happens to us and do as much as possible, as many preventable things as possible. And do not give any chances to cancer to appear, okay? We also have to avoid prolonged cell proliferation in active phase or healing phase. We have to get out of the reflex situation, which caused the start of the process. Easy to say. There is a war, genocide, your people getting raped, killed, tortured every day. Just forget about it. Yeah, but God is great. Do what you can do to help your people or strangers or people of different greed, and help and pray and change your attitude, change your perception. You cannot change it, you're just stressing out, you're hurting yourself, you're gonna help less those people and yourself too by stressing out. So try to change perception. If you cannot change something, God will change it for you and for them too. Calm down, do not pay attention to that stressful situation that caused reflex. If you cannot change the circumstances, change your perception of it. Meditate, pray. God is great and kind and patient too. So be faithful and keep doing your part in prevention. Oh, God is gonna fix everything for me. I'm still gonna drink, use drugs. God eventually gonna help me anyway. Stay on the high voltage power line, do X-ray every 5 minutes and so. It's not smart. Do your part in prevention, okay? Eat healthy, stay positive, and everything I mentioned in other videos. Do your part in preventing cancer. If active phase took a few days, the process of healing will take a few days as well. But when active phase takes a couple of months or longer, it will take much longer time for healing. In order to avoiding of those long active phases, we have to identify reflex, what caused it, and swiftly switch to the healing phase. A couple words about metastasis. Metastasis means dissemination of cancer cells grows to other organs. Let's say it's a liver cancer, okay? And metastasis went to the bones, right? There is a growth, there is a tumor, grows from that metastasis. So, cells that multiply in a bone are not the liver or from the liver cells, okay? Not liver cells in that metastasis in the bone, okay? But from the bone, okay? So what is metastasis? What does it mean? Liver gave metastasis from its own cancer. Should be liver cells, right? But it's not. It's a bone. It's anything. It's in other organs, something else. Okay. So what kind of metastasis it is, huh? In my complex Selfcurepal complex holistic approach, in details described effective ways of preventing cancer and most of other diseases, so their reversal. Do not forget about the fear factor. Fear is an absence of algorithm what to do in that particular situation, right? Fear. And a little bit about fear. My grandpa was telling me what happened in real life in back it was World War II, and it was a medical commission, and the doctor was doing examination of happy, healthy soldiers, but it has to be done anyway. And he was doing his job, and some of those recruits said, "Doctor, what the heck are you doing over here? We are healthy like oaks, okay? Healthy, happy. Just don't waste your time over here, okay? And the doctor got really upset. He said, hold on, pal. I see you're gonna die in 3 days. What are you talking about? And okay, doctor completed his examination with other recruits and left. But that guy left, and he started to think what the doctor said. He was joking, no way, but maybe he saw something. Maybe he saw something in my eyes, in my behavior or something. He got some experience. He's old, sorry for the word, old fart, but he got experience. Maybe he saw something like that before. What's going on? One day passed, and he's killing himself with those thoughts, fears, at what's gonna happen to me, what? Am I gonna die from that or that? What? And 2 days passed, 3 days, 3 days didn't pass. On the end of third day, somebody for a few hours before, it's not funny, but it was a fact that healthy, happy soldier, recruit died, okay? Back then, they didn't have time to examine those dead corpses, because it was wartime. So just imagine from what he died. Okay, so that's fear in one word. And then it could be heart problems, brain problems, anything. And continue about fear. One of young and brilliant Catholic priests, I believe from Florida, said about fear and anxiety, stop asking yourself, what if I gonna get sick? What if I lose a job? What if I will get injured? What if I will have nothing to eat? What if I die? But stop asking yourself, what if, but instead say, even if. So even if I lose a job, even if I get sick, even if I die, God is with me. Very touching. And one more story about fear. Back in the days, if you remember, China got problems with sparrows. Those little birds that eating a lot, pooping a lot too. And crops, harvest in China were suffering because of clouds and clouds of sparrows were eating their crops. They thought so they got rid of those little creatures. Later on, it's in nature everything balance. Later on they realized they made a mistake. But what happened to those sparrows? They all died. When sparrows were destroyed in China, that's from deep of internet, they were just scared birds, took off and flying in the air. And they were not allowed to sit. They were scared again, and sparrows from failure died. They cannot fly for a long time. Here they fell dead to the ground, so were destroyed all the sparrows in a simple and cruel way. You got the idea, right? This happens to us when we are worried and nervous for a long time. We took off, just like sparrows, trembling wings, and they don't let us to sit. So we got the idea. They were flying, trying to get some rest, but people were scaring them again and again and again. So eventually they fell down, sick, dead. So that happens to people too. And we took off trembling wings, and they don't let us sit. Evil people or bad thoughts, fear, worry, anxiety, fear again. It's not a reason for enemies try to remind themselves every night. It's to wear us out and make us fall dead. The heart of the one who fears trembles and cannot be calm, like a sparrow in the sky, exhausts his resources and stops. And those who return you to a bad situation, scare or bother you, remind you, ignite a scandal, avoid them too. They don't let you rest and gain strength. The winner is the one who forces oneself to land and rest, who can stop the flow of bad thoughts, who controls anxiety, and one wins who has a place to rest, who out there has friends, a cozy home, in which a person feels safe, who has a prayer request and trust to the world, which is not so bad and crazy itself. And you can sit back and relax. A man is killed by his thoughts, his own fear. I need to take a rest, I need to find a safe place, at least for a short time, relax and distract. And get positive impressions, freeze in the arts of lotus. A good therapist to go to, I'm not sure about that, but if he won't prescribe medication, he's a good one. And stop thinking about the bad yourself, to stop. Stop thinking about bad, push yourself to stop. Sparrows could not resist fear, and the man is smart and can make oneself switch, save your life and your health, and then resist and conquer. The winner is the one who can sit down and rest and get support and protection, only temporary, but this is also enough to renew strength. And then, okay, well, that was deep. And as usual, a bit of commercial. I'm a holistic medicine specialist for speeches, seminars, personal appearances, group, family, or personal consultation. You can shoot me an email, Selfcurepal, gmail.com, and you can call or text me at 8457094501. Please subscribe, it's free on YouTube. Follow, leave comments, spread the love, recommend to your people. And that's how YouTube works. Thank you and you're welcome. And disclosure. Sorry. Remember, I'm not a practicing doctor, despite of having MD degree and experience. Sorry, just a second. Degree and experience. I am not prescribing medical treatment nor trying to diagnose. I present all this information simply for educational purpose only. This information is strictly my opinion and based on information currently available. I believe everything to be true and accurate. You and only you are responsible for your health. Take care. God bless.